Okay, hello. What is up? Good evening. All right, happy Monday. Welcome back to our Monday lesson for August week 1. All right, so I can see that everyone is late again. Okay, hello Gabriel. There's only you for now. Okay, where's the usual other three? Maybe they are late as well. All right, so hello. Let's continue with our chapter 8, shall we? I think last week we stopped around, I believe here. Okay, so I think we were around here. So I don't know whether you have learned this in school already lah. Okay, because I know some of you, your schools are a bit faster than me. Some of you, your school will skip around. You guys learn this first and then you learn other chapters. All right, but at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the year, we will be learning the same thing. All right, so don't you worry. Right, anyway, so I think we stopped around here. Last week we mentioned what is your Earth. All right, as you know, Earth is a rocky planet. Okay, we are a planet made of rocks. All right, so the first 4 planets, the first small planets, first 4, okay, which is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Okay, we are small in size. We are made from rocks. And the next 4, okay, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, they are made from gas. Okay, and then as we go to Earth, Earth has 3 layers, okay, or 4, you want to call it. We have the crust on the outside. Okay, we have lava on in the middle here, which is called the mantle, and we have our inner core and outer core. Okay, core is the middle of Earth, right? It's the middle of Earth. Okay, I think we mentioned this already. Our core is made up of iron and nickel. That's why Earth is a magnet. Okay, Earth is a spinning magnet, and this magnet will create something called a magnetic field. We have a magnetic field surrounding Earth that is to protect us. Okay, protect us from all those dangerous radiation from the sun. All right, so and of course your mantle can consist of melted rocky compounds. So this part is like half liquid, half solid. All right, the melted compound stays solid because of the pressure, but upper mantle, they allow the mantle to flow. So this mantle here, they are like half liquid, half solid. The top part, there's less pressure pressing on them. Okay, this upper part less pressure, so they are liquid. But the inner part, since they're under so much pressure, they are actually solid. So it's like a solid, half liquid thing flowing around in the mantle. All right, and this mantle is really big, so that's why they exist in 2 states. Okay, not really important. And of course, our crust is the cool solid rocks. You are standing on it. Okay, we are standing on the crust. That's why we don't feel anything. Okay, we don't feel the heat because the crust is like shielding the heat away from us. Right, and of course, our crust, they will move. Our Earth crust will move time to time. So this is what we call our plate tectonics. Right, plate tectonics. This is not in your syllabus, but it's fun to learn. Like I said, our Earth is different. They consist of different plates. They are constantly moving. Okay, but while they move, they will create earthquake. Okay, they will produce different landforms, right? Like valleys, mountains. Okay, this is what we call continental drifts, right? Continental drifts. Okay, they don't move a lot. They don't move a lot. They just move a little every few years. Okay, you have to know few years in Earth's terms it's a really short time. Okay, so that's why you don't see earthquake a lot. Earthquake happens like what? Once every few years. Okay, so for Earth, this is a very short time already. Okay, for us might be very long, but for them it's a very short time. Okay, so moving on. Okay, moving on. Sorry, if I'm eating, don't be bothered because this is actually my dinner. Alright, so anyway, let's move on to rocks, minerals, and soil. Okay, so I think Gabriel, have you learned this in school? Have you learned this in school? This is one of the most important part of this chapter. Oh no, but okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, anyway, so let's learn about rocks, minerals, and soil. Okay, so let's talk about rocks first. Okay, this is something really interesting. So rocks are they don't exist forever. Okay, rocks they don't exist forever. Rocks they go through a cycle. It's just like water. You see, water they go through cycle. Water they don't stay at the same place for very long. Okay, they will evaporate. Okay, they will evaporate. They will form clouds. Clouds they will rain. Rain will drop to rivers, lakes and whatnot. And then they will flow down and then they evaporate again. So you see, water they go through a cycle. Okay, rocks they do the same thing. Rocks they go through something what we call a rock cycle. Okay, you can highlight this. This is the rock cycle. So this is like one of the main part of this chapter. Really, really important. For sure coming out in your year-end exam. Okay, but then again, year-end is quite long away. Alright, so I don't want you to learn this just because of exam. I want you to learn this because this is, actually quite interesting. Right, so let's talk about this earth cycle, this rock cycle. And of course, this rock cycle is a very slow process. All right, compared to your water cycle is very fast. Okay, water cycle is very fast. Water cycle takes like, I don't know, a few days. Yeah, a few days. Whereas your rock cycle, how long your rock cycle is? Rock cycle is a few million years. Okay, it's a few million years. You see, the oldest rock, they are even older than humans. All right, us humans, we haven't even exist long enough to see a rock being through a whole cycle. So this cycle is painfully slow. Painfully. Okay, this is a goddamn slow process. All right, but it's the same concept. So they will cycle and cycle and cycle. All right, so where do we start? Let's start here. Okay, let's start here. Okay, so this is like Monopoly. We have to start somewhere. Okay, so let's start here. So everything starts with the magma. So what's the magma? Like I said, magma is the thing inside your mantle here. Okay, mantle here. What's the difference between lava and magma? Okay, something that you should know. Magma is when they are still inside Earth. Now, when they come out, only we call it lava. Alright, we call it lava. So, quick way to memorize this. You know lava cake, right? You know lava cake. When you cut that lava cake off, the chocolate sauce inside will leak out. So when they leak out, only we call it lava. So this is your lava cake. Okay, so everything comes from the magma. So magma is actually melted stone. Okay, melted rock. Why would they melt rock? I'll mention this later. Right, so everything starts from magma. So when magma they erupt, okay, when they erupt, whenever there's a volcano, there will be eruption. So when they erupt, okay, when they erupt and they cool down, you see, lava is liquid, right? So when they cool down, they will form the first type of rock. We call it igneous rock. Okay, we call it igneous rock. So this is the youngest rock, you see. Igneous rock is what I call a baby rock. Okay, a baby rock. Why is it called baby rock? Because they're just born. You see, they are just born from Earth. So they spray out from the lava, they cool down. So when lava cools down, it becomes igneous rock. So this is the youngest rock. Igneous rock can be as young as, I don't know, few hours. Okay, so igneous rock is really young. So just think of them as your baby rock. Okay, baby rock. So for example, alright, so as you can see, igneous rock, they are formed from the cooling process, the process of cooling and freezing of magma or lava. So when magma or lava, they cool down, they become igneous rock. So just think of it as ignite. Okay, the fastest way to memorize this is ignite. You know it's ignite, right? When you ignite means you light something on fire. So this is an igneous rock. Because magma or lava is fire. So they ignite. Right, so this is your igneous rock. So let's look at some examples. Let's look at some examples. Okay, the best example I can think of is obsidian. Okay, obsidian. I mean, if you play Minecraft, I don't. But if you play Minecraft, you should know what obsidian is. Right? Obsidian is when lava they cook slowly. When lava they cool very slowly, they will form this very shiny black rock. We call it obsidian. Okay, you see this in Minecraft, okay? I mean, I don't play Minecraft, so I don't know. So this is your obsidian rock. Alright. Really cool looking rock. Okay, really cool looking rock. But we don't use it a lot in jewelry. Okay, we don't really use obsidian in jewelry because obsidian is not a very hard rock. Look, you see, if I want to use a rock to make jewelry, the thing has to be hard. The thing needs to last very long. But unfortunately, obsidian is not a very hard rock. Obsidian is like a scale number 3. That means they are even softer than glass. Okay, glass is a 6. Diamond is a 10. So glass is a 6. So this obsidian is like a 3. So obsidian is actually a very weak rock. So they get scratched very easily. I mean, it's cool to look at, but if you want to use this as your jewelry, they wouldn't last very long. Okay, so that's your obsidian. Okay, so that's the thing I can think of. Okay, so this is your igneous rock. Right? So they are very young, and you know, okay, here's the thing, Malaysia has no igneous rock. Okay, Malaysia has no igneous rock. Why? Because Malaysia has no volcano. Okay, so you don't find baby rock in Malaysia because Malaysia, our volcano died like hundreds of thousands years ago. Most of our mountain they are they cannot erupt already. Okay, they are non-volcano. Right? So where do you find igneous rock? You'll find igneous rock in very volcanic active countries like Indonesia. Indonesia, there's a lot of volcano, right? In Japan, in Taiwan, countries with a lot of volcano. Malaysia, we just don't have it. Okay, Malaysia, our rocks all one. Okay, so let's talk about the second rock. Right, so you see, igneous rock, when they are, okay, what is weathering and erosion? You see, when rain falls, or when water washes through them, they will slowly eat this rock away. Okay, do you know water can actually wash rocks away? I mean, it's a really slow process lah. If you use water, if you put a stone under a waterfall, okay, let's say there's a waterfall, you put your stone there, if you wash it for 100 years, maybe it will get smaller by 0.1 mm. Okay, or maybe 1 mm. So as you can see, it's really, really slow. Okay, so this process is called weathering and erosion. Erosion means to eat away. So after years and years and years of raining, and I mean years, okay, as in thousands of years, after thousands of years of raining, they will be washed down as sand. Okay, tiny fine grain of sand, they will be washed down. Okay, and this washing down process is called transport and deposition. They will be transported down to where? To any nearby river, or any nearby lake, any nearby water. And then since sand is heavier than water, right? So sand will sink to the bottom. Okay, sand will sink to the bottom. And after thousands and thousands of years, layer by layer by layer, okay, sand by sand by sand, thin layer by thin layer by thin layer, and then pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. After the pressure, years and years of pressure, after pressing, they will turn into an old rock. Okay, into an old rock, we call it sedimentary rock. Okay, so just now I said igneous rock is the youngest rock, right? Igneous rock is the baby rock, right? Now, the second type of rock is sedimentary rock. This is what we call our papa rock. Okay, daddy rock. I just call it Papa Rock lah. Okay, this is baby rock. Okay, baby rock. So from you being a baby, being washed down, being pressed down, until you become the Papa, then you are sedimentary rock. Okay, very easy. What is sedimentary? Can you see this sedimentation? Sedimentation means sinking to the bottom, settle down to the bottom. Like when you drink Milo, when you drink Milo, you don't stir it for a few hours, they will settle down to the bottom, right? The bottom layer is called sedimentation. So when they settle down, they press, they become sedimentary rock. Okay, so sedimentary rock, you usually find this near a river. Okay, you find this near a river or any water. That's a sedimentary rock. Okay, so this is your Papa rock. So this is your Papa rock. As you can see here, Papa rock. They are formed by compression, that means pressing. Okay, compression of deposited material carried by the river, glacier, and wind. They are carried by river. Glacier means ice or wind. They carry them down. They press them together. You will get weathering and erosion. This is how you get sedimentary rock. Can you see the texture is very different? You see the texture, igneous rock is like fire. Can you see it's like bits and bits of fire? Whereas this sedimentary rock, they settle down layer by layer, right? Layer by layer, right? So can you see the layering? Can you see this is layer by layer? So this is sedimentary rock. All right. So one of the main example is your limestone. Okay, Malaysia, we have a lot of limestone. Okay, I don't know whether you know this. Malaysia is a country full of limestone. Okay, full of limestone. There, this is limestone. Now you see limestone, can you see it's layer by layer? Layer by layer. Okay, you might say, sir, I thought you say this thing is nearby river. This thing used to be a river. You have to know, limestone, up there used to be water. They settle down water, and then they become limestone. Okay, so that means, this looks like a mountain, right? This looks like a mountain, right? Water used to be that high. Crazy, huh? All right, and just to let you know this, Batu Cave is a limestone. You know Batu Cave, right? You know Batu Cave, right? The one in Gombak there. Yes, that whole thing is a limestone. All right, you might say, sir, that thing is so tall. You mean water was like that high? Yes, water was that high. But that was a few million years ago. Okay, Ipoh is full of limestone. In fact, our whole peninsula, Malaysia, is full of limestone. That means us, Malaysia, used to be underwater. But that was a few million years ago, right? So, very long time ago. So this is your limestone. As you can see, limestone, they are old, like really old. Okay, like really old. So this is your baby rock. This is your Papa rock, okay, sedimentary rock. So if they become older, okay, now after they settle down, under even higher temperature and pressure, even after a few more million years, they will turn into something called grandpa rock. This is even older. Even older. So grandpa rock is what we call metamorphic rock. What is metamorphic? Means they morph, they change. Metamorph means to change. All right, like you know caterpillar, right? Caterpillar, when they change to butterfly, it's called metamorphosis. Okay, metamorphosis, metamorphic. So when they change, they become older. This is what we call metamorphic rock. This is even older. Okay, this is even older. Okay, igneous rock, like I said, can be very young, right? As young as few seconds or few minutes or few thousand years old. Okay, yes, few thousand is still considered young. Okay, igneous rock can be 5,000 years old. You are like, sir, how is 5,000 young? In stone timeline, 5,000 is a very short time. Okay, sedimentary rock, is like, I don't know, 100,000 years old. Okay, 100,000 is a long time, isn't it? But for stone age, is okay. Not that old, but not that old, right? But grandpa rock, this could be a few million years old. This is really old, like really stupid old, all right? So it's when these two types of rock, they are under pressure. Igneous rock or sedimentary rock, exposed to very high temperature and pressure, then they will become metamorphic rock. Right? So this is baby, this is papa, this is grandpa. Okay, like for example, slate. Okay, slate. Slate is a bloody old rock. Okay, alright. They use it to make roof last time. Slate is not that. They use it as blackboard last time. Okay, but it's not really that pricey. Marble is. See, marble is a metamorphic rock, like really old. Okay, by the way, marble is made from limestone. Limestone is younger. Marble is very old. So usually when you excavate limestone, right in the middle you will find marble. Right at the bottom of the limestone is usually marble. So marble is really old. And since they're so old, they form this really nice pattern around them. You know what marble is, right? Like us Chinese, I don't know whether your dining table is this. I come from a very traditional Chinese family. My dining table is made from marble. Okay, because Chinese believe in feng shui. They say this marble very good feng shui because it's, it looks nice. Okay, it looks nice. And of course, it's really expensive lah. Like, of course, marble has many grades. Like this Kalakata marble. This is one of the most expensive marble in the world. And you look at it, how nice it is. Right? One piece like that can cost you a few thousand. That's your Kalakata marble. Alright, and this is from Italy. And this is from Italy. I mean, if you are rich enough, you use it for your kitchen. Okay, you use it for your kitchen. I mean, if you are rich enough, you can use marble to make a bathtub. Alright, you can use marble to make a bathtub. I mean, it's so unnecessary, but hey, look at how cool it is. This is how to show your friend you're very rich. Okay, because marble itself is already so expensive, you need a big piece to carve it into a bathtub. I mean, it's kind of useless. I mean, this is only good to see. Hey, marble is not a very good material to use because it's really cold. Okay, it's a very cold stone, and I don't know, it just looks really excessive. Okay, look very wasteful, but hey, if you have all the money in the world, why not? Okay, so marble is like one of the oldest stones. That's why they're very expensive. Metamorphic rock is usually expensive because they're very old and they're very hard to find. And then, when grandpa rock they die, they will melt back into magma. So can you see? This is like a cycle of rocks. Okay, from magma to become igneous, igneous to become sedimentary, sedimentary to become metamorphic, metamorphic going back to magma again. This whole process can take at least a few million years. Okay, that's how old they are. That's how old they are. So that's why metamorphic rock is very hard to find. Okay, because it's very old rock. Okay, so anyway, so let's look at one by one. So what are they? So let's look at number one, igneous rock. This is the baby rock. Okay, I'll put a baby here. Oh my god, the bread is so spicy. Okay. Anyway, so this baby rock. So igneous rock are also called fire rock. See, like I said, ignite. Think ignite. Ignite means you start a fire. So igneous rock. They are formed from cool magma. Like I said, when your magma cools down, when lava cools down, okay, you'll form igneous rock. So for example, basalt. Basalt is an extrusive igneous rock. Okay, you have two types of igneous rock. You have extrusive and intrusive. As you can see, the word X means out, in means in. So extrusive means they reach the Earth's surface. You can find it at the surface. We call it extrusive rock. Like intrusive means they are underground. Okay, they are formed within the crust. So basalt is an igneous rock, okay, extrusive igneous rock. They reach the Earth's surface. This is basalt. This is basalt. That means you will see this thing on the surface. Malaysia we don't have lah, but if you go Indonesia, you will see this nearby volcano. If you visit any live volcano, you will see this basalt because they're on the Earth's surface. They consist of small crystal because they cool quickly. So they cool very quickly, so they form this very tiny crystal inside. So it looks kind of nice. Okay, but granite is different. Granite, they are formed within the crust, underground. Okay, they consist of large crystal because they cool much slower. This is slow cooling. All right, do you know what is granite? Do you know what is granite? Granite is one of the most popular material. Granite stone, are there? They are, you see this pattern, you know this is granite. Where do they use granite? Mostly they use granite in your floor or your kitchen table. There you see all those kitchen table, they will use granite one. It has this, you know, grainy pattern to it. All right, this is not marble. Many people thought that this is marble. No, this is not marble. This is granite. You see, they cook very slowly. That's why they have all these tiny bits of crystal inside. Okay, so a lot of people they ask me, sir, why don't we use marble? Right? Why do we use granite? Okay, here's the thing. Number one, marble is very expensive. Okay, that's number one. Number two, marble is actually not very, how do I put this? They are not very long lasting. Okay, what do I mean? Marbles they are very hard to take care of. You cannot even leave acid on it. Okay, what do I mean? Let's say you have a marble table. I don't know whether you have this at home. If you have a marble table, if you accidentally spill lemon juice on it, yes, you heard that right, it's just lemon juice. If you accidentally spill lemon juice on it and you don't clean it up immediately, you just leave it there for a few, maybe hours lah. I mean, you see, we all spill stuff all the time, right? If you accidentally spill stuff onto marble and you don't clean it, the thing is going to leave a stain. Okay, let me show you marble stain. Okay, you'll get this very annoying stain and your marble will look like crap. There you see. You see, you spill something on it and you forgot to wash it. You spill wine on it, you're going to get this very ugly mark on it. So you see, yes, marble, they look very nice, but if you are using it on somewhere you work on, okay, let's say kitchen. Okay, you see, kitchen, when you cook, you use soy sauce, you use lemon juice, you use salt, all kinds of chemicals you use in your cooking. So since kitchen is somewhere you want something long lasting, that's why kitchen people usually don't use marble. Okay, people usually don't use marble, they will use granite instead. You see, this is so much more durable, so much more long lasting. We don't use marble. I mean, it's nice to look at, but when you want to take care of it, it's a pain in the ass to do so. Whereas granite, you see that tiny pattern there, that's the granite. Granite, they last very long. Okay, granite, they last very long. You need to polish it once every few years, that's all. Okay, this thing can last for 20, 30 years, it will still look brand new. Okay, and my house floor look like this. Okay, my house floor, there is a pattern called terrazzo. Okay, terrazzo. I don't know whether you have seen things like this. My house floor like this. This is like another form of granite lah, something like granite. This thing you use it on the floor because it's so long lasting. Okay, so this is your granite. Okay, still expensive, but it's not as expensive as marble. And of course, you have your obsidian and pumice lah. So when you cool lava really quickly, you will get obsidian and pumice. Now, what is pumice? Pumice is when you have, can you see all these holes? These are air bubbles. When you have air bubble inside lava, when they cool down, you will form a pumice. All right. So igneous rocks are formed from volcano eruption. So there are two types of volcano. You have andesitic volcano, aggressive, and basaltic volcano, less aggressive. Okay, what does it mean by these two types of volcano? I mean, we can't relate to it. There's no volcano in Malaysia. Okay, andesitic volcano. Andesitic volcano is when they explode, they spray everywhere, like boom, you spray your volcano, you spray your lava everywhere, that's your andesitic volcano. Whereas if the volcano is more chill, they just leak out, okay? They just slowly crack and they leak the lava out slowly. That's the basaltic volcano. This is like the chill one, okay? So just think of it this way, basaltic is the chill volcano, andesitic is the no chill volcano. Wow, they just freak out. Then you have the andesitic volcano. Okay, why do they call it andesitic volcano? Because there's a mountain called Mountain Andes. Okay, Mountain Andes. You heard of this? Have you heard of this? This is in Argentina, I think. It runs through a few countries. Okay, in South America, this is Mountain Andes. Okay, because this volcano used to be very explosive. That's why we call this andesitic volcano. Right? You see how long they are? They run along South America. That's an andesitic volcano lah. There's a chocolate name after this. Okay, like Andes, the Andes chocolate. Then the mint chocolate is named after this lah. Okay, there's the Andes mountain on it. So this is your, all right. This is your igneous rock. Okay, these are all baby rocks. Right. As you can see, your obsidian is here. Okay, the one you see in your Minecraft. Okay, that's your igneous rock. All right, I believe in I don't know lah. I don't play Minecraft, but according to many of my students, that's what happens when you cool lava in Minecraft. Okay, so I don't know lah. I think it's a very good thing lah. Last time when I say all these stones, nobody understands one. Okay, but after Minecraft, wow, my students suddenly all become mineral experts, right? Which is a good thing, I guess. All right, anyway, let's look at our sedimentary rock. Okay, so what is sedimentary rock? Okay, sedimentary rock is when you have a papa rock. Okay, when this thing becomes papa lah. Okay, this is baby, right? When they become older, they become papa. So you have three types of sedimentary rock. You have they are formed from rocky parts. Okay, that means they form from all these stones. They wash down, they form rocky parts, or from living things. Okay, why you might say, sir, why stone inside got living things one? Because can you remember they are under ocean or under the river? Okay, and of course they are from minerals as well. All right, so if they are formed from rocky parts, they are formed from weathering and erosion of igneous rock carried away by water and settle when water current slows down, like this. You see, when they are washed down, they settle, they become rocky parts. Okay, so after many years of settlement and pressure, rocks are formed. For example, sandstone. All right, so what is a sandstone? We don't have this in Malaysia. Sandstone, they look like this. You see? Can you imagine? This is like bits and bits of rock compacting it together. Okay. Okay, I want you to think of it this way. You just imagine igneous rock. Igneous rock, you blend with blender, you blend until they become small rocks, and then you press them together. Basically, that's how they are formed. All right. I mean, you might say, sir, how can blender blend stones? Just imagine you break your igneous rock into tiny bits and then you press them together. That's how you get your, that's how you get your sandstone lah. All right. And of course, if they're from living things, okay, they're from living things. Okay, you might say, sir, where they get living things from? Like this is the ocean, right? You have fish inside, you have all these shell inside or whatever. Once they die, they drop down here. And then when they drop down here, and then if there's new sediment on top of them, let's say there's a fish trap down here. This is what your living thing is lah. Right? So, and when they are pressed down, okay, usually this will form a limestone. Limestone used to be under the ocean. So that's why sometimes when you excavate limestone, you will see like a fossil in it. You see this thing? You see, you see it's a fossil there. So all these are dead fossil. I mean, fossil is already dead, so you get fossils inside. So limestone is mostly made from living things, and of course from minerals. When seawater dries up, the salt join together and form crystal, because salt is a mineral. So when they form together, you get something called rock salt. This thing is really soft. Okay, rock salt is not very hard. This is your rock salt. Okay, why are they showing me this? Okay, so I should show you the sedimentary rock. There, this is your rock salt. There, you see, they look like salt. They look like the salt you eat, the salt you put in your food. They are just kind of clumped together. This is your rock salt. Okay, this is not very common. Okay, not very common. I would say limestone is very common. You see this everywhere in Malaysia. Alright, so can you see they are much more boring? They are much more boring. This is much more interesting, isn't it? Because this is from lava. Okay, baby rock, very young. Whereas this one, it takes thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years to become this. So to form sedimentary rock, it takes a really long time. Like I said, it is your papa rock. Okay, so they are under long formation already. Okay, the last one, let's look at metamorphic rock. When your rocks get even older, you will get something called metamorphic rock. So when igneous rocks and sedimentary rock are pressed and heated together, metamorphic rocks are formed. For example, marbles and slate. We should get all these. Okay, so these rocks, they are old and they form this very nice pattern to it. That's why you have your metamorphic rock. Okay, easy, right? So far easy, right? So let me repeat this thing. Igneous rock is your baby rock. They are formed from cooled lava. You need to know how they are formed. That's the thing they will ask. So they are formed from cooled lava or cooled magma. And then you have your papa rock, sedimentary rock. They are formed by pressing materials together. Compressing materials together after years and years of erosion. And of course, your metamorphic rock, this is when these two, they are under heat and pressure. Okay, please highlight this. Under long-term heat and pressure, under high heat and high pressure, okay, then they will become metamorphic rock. Okay, so easy, this is really easy, this is almost for sure coming out in exam in your year end. Okay, I mean, if this thing comes out in year end, I mean, which they will, this is one of the main part that's coming out. All right, so this is your types of rocks here. Okay, nothing really much to say. I mean, where's the other three of them? Maybe they are busy with school or whatnot. Next week I'm going to repeat this thing again. Right, anyway, so let's look at minerals. Okay, we have finished rocks, right? So this subchapter is called rock, minerals, and soil. Okay, so let's look at minerals. Okay, let's look at minerals. Right, minerals is where things get even more interesting. Okay, they get even more interesting. So rocks are formed from different minerals stick together. Like granite is formed from feldspar, mica, and quartz. Now you see, granite is formed from three stones, three minerals. So can you see they have three colors? Okay, they have like bits of yellow and then bits of like orange or red, and then they have bits of black. So they are formed from three minerals stuck together. So when minerals they clump together, you will get something called minerals. Okay, sorry, rocks. Okay, so minerals when they clump together, you form rocks. All right, so minerals can exist as elements like gold and silver, or compounds like quartz or silicon dioxide. All right, so certain minerals they are very stable. For example, gold. Gold is one of the most expensive mineral because they are very stable. If you get gold from the ground, let's say today you go and dig the ground and you get a piece of gold, that gold is a pure gold. Okay, gold will always be pure gold. Silver, almost the same thing. They are almost certainly going to be pure silver. So that's why gold and silver is expensive, because they exist as element. They are very stable, whereas some they exist as compound. What does it mean by compound? Compound means they marry each other already. For example, quartz, you have a type of stone called quartz. This thing is in your sand. Okay, quartz is in your sand. So what are they? They are actually two elements getting married together. You have something called silicon. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of it. When silicon they get married to two oxygen, okay, dioxide, di means two. If silicon gets married to two oxygen, you will get silicon dioxide. This is what we call quartz. You might say, sir, what do you need to get married? why silicon and oxygen need to get married? Because silicon itself, if let's say I'm silicon, I'm not stable. I'm not happy. So how do I make myself happy? I get married to oxygen. So when I get married to oxygen, I become stable, I'm happy, so I'm quartz. And if I'm married, I call myself a compound. Okay, some minerals, they don't get married, like gold and silver. They are so stable, they don't need to marry. You will not see gold oxide. You will not see silver oxide. I mean, there are, but it's very rare. Okay, because they're very stable. So each mineral has their own shape, color, luster, and hardness. All right, so different minerals, they have different, okay, because we sort minerals by their color, by their hardness. Okay, some minerals are very hard, for example, diamond, for example, sapphire. Some minerals, they're very soft, for example, gypsum. What is your gypsum? Gypsum is your plasterboard. Okay, you know what's a plasterboard? Okay, if you have been to whatever, are there your ceiling? Are there? This ceiling is made from plasterboard. They are like the softest mineral ever. You can even scratch it with your nails. Okay, this is like at your ceiling. So this is your plasterboard. So rare minerals. Okay, minerals has its rarity. Rare minerals, we call it gemstone. I'm sure you heard of this word, right? Like diamond is a gemstone, right? Opal is a gemstone. Beryl is a gemstone. Okay, as you can see, opal is this thing. Ooh, it looks like really, it's like a hologram, isn't it? So that's rare mineral. Okay, that's rare mineral. Like common mineral, right? Quartz is a very common mineral. Quartz is in sand. Okay, sand is like one of the cheapest thing ever. So quartz is a really cheap mineral. All right. So how do you link these two together? It's really easy. Okay, what's the difference between mineral and rocks? Really easy. Rocks contain minerals. That's all you need to know. Okay, rocks contains minerals. All right, so all these rocks, inside the rock you have minerals. So rock is like the thing you see. Mineral is what is inside the microscopic scale, like atoms. You cannot see them. So that's your mineral. All right, of course, there are many types of minerals most of the gemstones, okay, most of the gemstones, we use it for jewelry. Okay, gemstone, we use it in jewelry, like they put it in watches, they put it in your diamond ring, okay, your rings. They will use gemstone. All right, and of course, different gemstone, they give you different color, which some people like, some people don't, so things like that. All right, so what is ore? Okay, let's talk about ores. Okay, ores they are the married stone, like I said just now. All right, like I said, minerals they can exist in elements or compound, right? Like they get married, right? If they get married, this is what we call an ore. Okay, have you heard of what is tin ore? Okay, have you heard of tin ore? This is what the British came here for, right? Hey, British they came to Malaysia. Do you know how much tin ore they stole? Okay, they took a lot of tin ore from us. Okay, they made themselves rich by getting our tin ore. Okay, so rocks that contains large quantity of metal compounds are called ores. For example, bauxite, they contain aluminum oxide. All right, what is a bauxite? Bauxite is this ore. Okay, this ore, it contains a lot of aluminium inside. Okay, a lot of aluminium. So your aluminium, okay, what is aluminium for? We use aluminium for making your tin can. All right, when you buy soft drink, the tin can is made from aluminium. Your aeroplane is made from aluminium. So if you want to get aluminium, unfortunately, you don't get them in the pure form. You don't get aluminium in the pure form. Aluminium, they come as aluminium oxide. And this is what we call bauxite or aluminium ore. Okay, bauxite is what we call aluminium ore. Okay, they are married to oxygen. So what do you do? What do? You cannot use this aluminium oxide. You only want the aluminium. So what do? You do something called extraction. Okay, extraction. You throw the oxygen away to get pure aluminium. This is what we call smelting. Okay, do you play Minecraft? Okay, do you play Minecraft? You play Minecraft, I'm sure you know what smelting is lah. Smelting is when we extract. Okay, yes, you do. All right. So when you smell, you are getting rid of the oxygen. Wow, minerals, yay, Minecraft. Okay. The scientific term for smelting is extraction. But when you say extraction, people don't understand what you have to say smelting. This is like a general term. Okay. Yay, smelting, Minecraft. There. I don't know whether should I laugh or not, okay? This is so funny, okay? I mean, okay, you get the point, okay? You get the point. That means aluminium oxide, okay? Aluminium oxide or aluminium ore, okay? Or aluminium ore or bauxite, okay? They refer to the same thing, okay? After smelting, you will get something called aluminium, pure aluminium, or we call it aluminium ingot. Okay, aluminium ingot. You know what's an ingot? Ingot means the pure form of it lah. Are there? When you buy aluminium from big factories, this is how they sell it to you, like in pieces like that. So this is how you get. This is pure aluminium. You turn from this. This is the bauxite. I mean, so why does this look so red, like a stone from Mars, right? You turn from this, which is the aluminium oxide or aluminium ore or bauxite, into this. All right. So this is how what smelting is. Okay, and you must say, sir, should we call it aluminium oxide or aluminium ore or bauxite? Okay, if you don't study science, you tell other people, you call it aluminium ore. Okay, aluminium ore. Aluminium ore is what the public calls it. All right, and if you refer it in terms of mineral, if you talk to someone who understands minerals, you say bauxite. Okay, and if you talk to scientists, they call it aluminium oxide because this is the proper scientific name for it. Okay, but anyway, people will get it lah, when you say okay things like that. And funny enough, do you how you do smelting? You know how to do smelting? You need something called a blast furnace. I believe this is in, oh yeah, this is in Minecraft too. God damn it. Okay, so what is smelting? Okay, smelting, we use something called a blast furnace. As you can see, it's a goddamn big furnace. Okay. Hey, when I was teaching year 9 about this that day. Okay, and the form 3s lah, okay, if you are from SMK. I was teaching form 3 about this thing. Okay, they say, sir, I can put blast furnace in my Minecraft home. Well, can you now? Okay, this is like 10 stories tall, you think you can put this in your house? No, you can't. And you know how hot is this thing? Hey, smelting is no joke. Smelting, you see the temperature at the top is 400, and as it goes lower and lower, it gets hotter. This thing is 1008 degrees Celsius, right? 1008, you can basically melt iron. Okay, your point is to melt iron. That's how hot they are. So I don't think you can fit this in your house. Okay, you'll die of heat. So that's your blast furnace. All right. If you go to Ipoh, on your way to Ipoh, you should see this at the side of the road, at the side of the highway, because that's where they smelt iron and they make steel. They make the construction companies there. All right. So this is your smelting. All right. So this is how we extract ores. Okay, this is how we extract ore. You get this thing from the ground. Okay, when you get aluminium from the ground, you get it in the form of aluminium oxide or iron ore or bauxite. This is what you get from the ground. So in order to get pure aluminium, you have to smelt it. So this is what we call ores. Right? So really easy. So ores is a part of minerals too. Ores is a part of mineral. Of course, minerals, you have the expensive minerals, we call it gemstone. You have the cheap minerals, we call it ores. Okay, because ore is everywhere. Okay, so you might say, sir, what determines a mineral whether it is expensive or not? It depends on the rarity, how rare they are, okay, how common they are. Why is aluminium ore so cheap? Because it's everywhere. Okay, it's everywhere. Why is diamond so expensive? Okay, here's the thing about diamond. Many people thought diamond is very rare. Oh, sir, diamond is really expensive because it's really rare. Actually, no. Okay, diamond is not rare. Okay, diamond is actually everywhere. So why are they so expensive? Because they are mined by one company. Okay, if you have the time, you can go and read this thing. Okay, it's called the Beers Company. Okay, the Beers. They are the only company, not to say only lah, but the whole world's diamond 80% is controlled by them. All right, when you control the market, you can sell something at any price you want. You get what I'm trying to say? So imagine if you control diamond. If you control 80% of the world's diamond, you can sell it at any price you want. Look at how ridiculous this is. Okay, hey, 60,000 is a car leh. You see, you use this to buy a ring, 65,000 hello, this is even more expensive than a Myvi. I think 60,000 you can buy a Toyota Vios already. But now in this case, you can only get a small little bitty diamond ring. Okay, so wow, sir, how can they sell something at this price? Okay, this company will tell you if you don't like, don't buy lor. You see, when you control something, you can sell at any price you want. Right? So this is why the beers, okay? So diamond is not as rare as you think. Diamond is actually quite common. All right, but why is it so expensive? Like I said, it's controlled by one company. For other gemstones like opal, okay, opal is expensive because it is really rare. This one, opal is very rare. Okay, like okay, let's look at opal. And different grade of gemstone, they will charge you at different. Okay, sorry, why am I going this way? Okay, opal, okay, what the hell? Why is it showing me? Okay, this opal stone, okay, as you can see, they have different colors. Okay, they have different colors. Different color opal, they can sell you different price. Okay, it depends on how pretty they are, how rare they are. Okay, the rarer the color is, the more expensive they charge you lah. Okay, so all these gemstones they have their own price one. Okay, see whether you like them or not. Like I said last week, there's a stone called malachite. I really like this stone. Okay, I really like this gemstone. It's called malachite. Can you see how pretty they are? Oh, they have this nice, pattern to it. So this is the malachite. It's really cool. Okay, it's really cool. So this is also quite pricey. I mean, not as pricey as diamond lah, okay, but it looks cool. Okay, like sapphire. Sapphire is also very pricey. Why is sapphire so pricey? Because they are very hard. Okay, they are very hard. You see, sapphire, they come in many, many colors. And sapphire, they are one of the hardest gemstone in the world. Only after diamond. Diamond is a hardness of 10. Okay, diamond is a hardness of 10. Sapphire is a hardness of 9. They are 1 point softer than diamond. Okay, that means they're not as hard as diamond, but they are still very hard. So that's why sapphire they're quite expensive too. Okay, and then you have something called teal sapphire. You see, different color, they charge you different price. Okay, it depends on how rare they are. Like I said. All right, so this gemstone and mineral thing, I can go on whole day about this because this is something really, really interesting. But you know what? I'm not gonna, okay, because this is not coming up for your exam. All right, so you know what? I think I'm going to stop here because not everyone is here. Unfortunately, next week I might have to repeat this thing, okay? But just for a short repeat. So next week I shall finish this soil thing, and that's it for this chapter. Okay, so next week I shall finish this and we shall do exercise and I shall wrap this chapter up. All right, so sorry for dragging things today because the other three monkeys, they are not here. So unfortunately, we have to wait for them. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop here. Okay, I'll just call it a day for today. All right, so okay, bro. Thanks for coming. I will see you again the same time next week. Okay, so happy Monday. See you. Good night and bye bye.